My sweet girls and my sweet boys. Today we are going to talk about obligation. We use obligation with have, has to, or with had to, or with will have to. So let's talk more about this. First of all, what's the meaning of obligation? Obligation معناها يجب أو وجب علي أو يجب أن يفعل كذا وكذا. Obligation, we use it with three tenses, with the present, with past, and with the future. And we have types for these tenses. We have affirmative, we have questions, and we have negative. Let's talk first about obligation at the present. How can we know the tenses? By using keywords. لازم نحفظ الكيوردز لكل tense لحتى أعرف which tense I'm going to write. Okay? Keywords for present: today اليوم، at present في الحاضر، this year هذه السنة. What we use has to or have to. It has to, we use it for he, she, it. It have to, we use it with we, you, they, I. Okay, so obligation at present has to يجب عليك, have to يجب عليك، لكن ال has to مع singular will have to with a plural. Let's see here some examples. She has to study hard for the exam. She أخذت has to because she singular. We have to get up early. We plus have to لأنه اللي we plural. They have to go to work today, so we use have to because we have a plural. إمتى بنستخدم have to has to؟ لما يكون عندي الكي words مفتاح الجملة للجملة today, at present, this year, always, every day. What is the negative for has to will have to? We use doesn't or don't. But with has to we change il has to la have to. So we use doesn't for singular, il he و she will it. We don't for plural, we و they و I و you. Okay, we use doesn't have to or don't have to, but doesn't for singular, we don't for a plural. We put them after the subject وبنحطهم after the subject. Let's see here examples. She doesn't have to get up late. She إجا وراها على طول doesn't. وإيش قلنا have to ولا has to؟ No, we change has to have to. She doesn't have to. They don't have to smoke in the hospital. They أخذت don't ما أخذت doesn't. And doesn't و don't, both of them, they have what? Have to. Okay, let's see now how can we form the question for the present. We use does و do. Does for the singular or do for the plural, and we put them at the beginning before the subject. Do, does, subject plus have to plus the verb infinitive plus the complement of the question. Let's see some examples. Does he have to study English this year? Okay, what can we put here to make a question? We put does و do at the beginning. حطيناهم في الأول عشان بدنا نعمل question. أما لما بنعمل negative after the subject اللي هو doesn't و don't. Does he إجا بعديها subject، بعدين ال have to plus ال verb infinitive. بعد to لازم ال verb infinitive then the complement of the question. does وقلنا he have to، ما قلنا does he has to مع انها singular، لا بس بنحول في حالة it does أو it doesn't have to. Let's talk about obligation in the past. In the past يعني ماضي. طب كيف بدي أعرف إنه ماضي؟ عن طريق الكيوردز. إذا كل زمن لازم أحفظ الكيوردز according to it. Yesterday البارحة أو الأمس. Last week, last month, last year, last day. What we use here? We use had to. had to يعني ال has to وال have to إيش ماضيهم؟ had to. had to بتيجي مع السنجولار والبلورال، يعني ما فيها تقسيمة زي ال present. It's easier than present. Okay. Examples. She had to do her homework yesterday. كيف عرفت إنه بالماضي؟ كلمة yesterday عندي last week. What we use had to with a singular and plural. عندي she we singular و plural. What we use had to. طيب what is the negative for had to didn't have to. شوفوا has to حولناها ل doesn't have to don't have to في حالة present. had to رح نحولها we change it from didn't have to. هلا do with does did. شو النيجاتيف تبعهم didn't وعلى طول بنحول من ال had to أو has to لل have to. Okay, let's see here. We have here example. I didn't have to travel abroad last year. I didn't have to. ما قلت I didn't had to. Yes, I didn't have to. Let's see how can we form the question. What we use for the question, we use did. Where can we put it? We put it at the beginning of the question. Did he have to travel abroad last year? عملت هنا a question. We use did plus the subject plus have to plus the verb infinitive. This the complement of the question. Now let's talk about the future, المستقبل. How can we know? By saying or by using these words. Tomorrow, tomorrow غدا, next week, next month, next year, next day. تحكي عن the future. What can we use? We use will plus have to. will have to مع السنجولار والبلورال. أي singular أو البلورال نستخدم will have to. خلينا نشوف هنا example. They will have to do the math test tomorrow. عندي tomorrow دلالتني على إنه future, بستخدم will plus have to. Okay, نيجي على negative. How can I make a negative for will have to? يا بقول will not بالlong form يا بقول بالshort form won't have to. إذن what is the negative for will have to? يا بقول will not يا بقول won't. Let's see here the example. They will not have to do the math test tomorrow. هنا will plus not يا بقول will not يا بقول won't. So what is the negative for will have to? يا بقول will not يا won't. What is the question? I put will at the beginning of the question. بحط will plus the subject plus what have to plus verb infinitive then the complement of the question. خلينا نيجي هون نشوف some exercises. Choose the right answer. Have to, has to. Have to or has to what? Have to or has to present. لكن ال have to we use it for the plural, ال has to for the singular. ال had to لل past for the singular and the plural. Will have to we use it for singular and plural, but when we talk about the future إذن ال have to will has to لل present, will had to لل past, will have to لل future. Let's write here and do these exercises. First, they take a test today. أنا عندي كلمة لازم أحط أول خطوة underline the keyword. شو عندي هون ال keyword today. طب today I'm talking about which tense? present. Yes, excellent. شو رح أستخدم؟ يا have to يا has to. طيب كيف بدي أعرف have to أو has to? According to the subject. شو يعني subject؟ يعني الفاعل. برجع للفاعل. أنا عندي they. they plural شو رح تاخد؟ excellent. have to. So I'm writing here have to. Let's see the next. I write a composition yesterday. Yesterday, which tense I'm talking about? Yes, excellent. Pass. على طول بدون تفكير. Had to. Yes, excellent. Let's see the next. I finish my project tomorrow. كلمة tomorrow, which tense? Future. So what can I write here? Will have. So I'm writing here will have to. بدهاش تفكير. يعني هي الكي ووردز هي اللي بتدل. لازم تكون انت حافظ الكي ووردز. هذا التنس which tense. Today للpresent, yesterday للpast, tomorrow للfuture. Let's see here. She get up early today برضه. Today عندي present يا بستخدم have to يا has to, بس لازم أرجع لشو؟ للسبجكت. السبجكت عندي singular what we use excellent has to. So I'm using has to will have to لمين؟ للpresent. But according to the subject I write have to or has to. ال have to للplural وال has to لمين؟ للsingular. ال had to لمين؟ للpast للsingular للplural. ال will have to لمين؟ للfuture. And we use it for singular and plural. Write questions. يلا نعمل questions يا أبطال. Yes. She has to get up early every morning. كلمة every morning و has to دلالتني على إنه present tense. طيب ل present لما بدي أعمل question إيش بستخدم؟ What we use do أو does. Where can I put them? At the beginning. طيب بدي استخدم do ولا does according to what? Excellent. According to the subject الفاعل. أنا شو عندي فاعل singular. شو بدي استخدم do ولا does؟ إذا بكتب does at the beginning does بعديها شو كيف الفورم بنعمله؟ Then what we have subject does she هلا ال has to بتضلها has to ولا we change it؟ Yes we change it to have to. كلهم لازم أحولهم ل have to. بعدين ال verb infinitive بكمل get up early every morning. Okay, then we put a question mark. إذا what we put does. إيش حطيت at the beginning does ليش؟ لأنه أنا عندي هون tense present. يلا yes they will have to take their exam next week. كلمة next week هو will دلالتني على which tense؟ yes excellent على future. شو بستخدم at the beginning؟ كيف بسأل question؟ yes I'm using will so I'm writing will at the beginning. بعد ال will yes they. Will they have على طول will they have to will verb infinitive then the complement of the sentence their exam next week. Okay, with question mark. So I'm using will for the future. Okay, I'm using will. Let's see now the third one. Yes, we had to finish our projects yesterday. عندي yesterday وعندي had. So which tense? Yes, excellent. I'm using did سواء singular أو plural. طيب did الوي رح تصير you لأنه أنت أو أنتم. Did you what? ال had to بدها تضلها had to? No, have to. Have to. بكمل جملتي finish الverb ايش لازم يكون؟ yes excellent الفinish لازم يكون infinitive. our رح تصير your ما احنا قلنا you اذا شو بدها تصير your projects. okay your projects yesterday. okay that's it. So we use does أو do لل present according to what? According to the subject. will for the future. Will did for what? For the past. Okay. Let's now make a negative. In negative يعني يا don't يا doesn't يا won't يعني will not أو didn't. يلا let's see. Ali has to exercise a lot. Ali has to exercise a lot for the match. Okay. Ali has to. Which tense I'm talking about لما بقول has to? Yes present. طيب رح استخدم هون doesn't ولا don't? Yes excellent doesn't. طب where can I put it? At the beginning زي ال question ولا after the subject? After the subject. إذا رح أكتب أول شيء السبجكت اللي هو Ali. Ali رح يجي بعده doesn't. yes excellent. ليش؟ لأنه Ali singular. Ali doesn't. has to إيش رح تصير؟ have to. exercise بكمل جملتي بعد الverb a lot for the match. okay so we write here doesn't have مع ال present. قلنا ايش النيجاتيف تبعه؟ doesn't have to. doesn't have to. خلينا نحط كمان على to. إذا Ali doesn't have to. يلا let's see here. They had to book a ticket. هون book معناها يحجز. okay they had to book a ticket. طيب had to which tense I'm talking about? past. excellent. طب النيجاتيف what we use for the negative? excellent didn't. طيب where can I put it? after the subject. إذا بكتب they بعدين didn't بعدين ال had to. yes excellent we change it. don't forget to change. ما بقدر أقول they didn't had to. they didn't have to book. هون مش كتاب معناها هون معناها يحجز a ticket. okay That's it. Let's see the last one. She will have to pay a lot of money. تدفع a lot of money. بدنا نعملها negative. طبعا بخلي السبجكت will. ايش النيجاتيف تبعها؟ يا بكتبها will not يا بكتبها won't. اوكي، يا باللونج فورم يا بالشورت فورم. she won't also have to will verb infinitive a lot of money. Okay, so here didn't have for what? For the past. We use didn't for the past, and we use won't have for the future. We put them after the subject. Okay, this is our lesson for today. We talked about obligation with past, present, and a future. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.